Good morning. Hey, my name is Mr. Rankin. I think I actually know every one of you, but I'm the superintendent here, and I want to talk to you just very briefly, okay? Yesterday at our school, in the high school, a student made a really bad choice, okay? Anybody else made a bad choice in their life? Yeah, we all have, okay? You know, and what happened is he wrote some words on a piece of paper. And then, you know what? Unfortunately, those words were, that's not the Laker way. The Laker way is mindful, accountable, and successful. He wasn't mindful about what he wrote. You know, and I want to tell you that I've heard lots of people talking about lots of different things, and that's why I want to meet with you. We've all made mistakes, okay? What's the first thing you do after you make a mistake? What do you say? Yes. I'm sorry. This student has already said he's sorry, and I do believe he is sorry. But I'm going to tell you this. How many people have made a bad mistake? Okay, leave your hand up if you got a consequence. Yeah. Unfortunately, this student made a bad choice, and he has a consequence. Like right now, unfortunately, he's not here. He's with law enforcement, so he's not going to be here. So when you hear all these rumors that something bad's going to happen at school, I'm here to tell you it's not. This person made a bad choice about hurting himself, and he's going to get the help he needs. And he's not going to be here to hurt you. I would not allow that. Me and all your teachers, you being safe is really, really important to us. It's like the most important thing we do. More important than your reading. Even more important than gym. I know that's hard to believe. So what I want to do today is just like, listen, I do want to take an opportunity to talk about something that's really important though. How many people have a phone? Raise your hand. Sorry, Rachel, I know you don't have one. These things can be really, really, really powerful tools, right? But I do want to say this. They can also be used for bad. Who agrees? Okay? So it's really important that, you know, we're mindful about the things we say, and we're accountable for the things we say. Okay? So if you say something, you post something, make sure it's something that you would want to say to your mom and dad. And if you wouldn't say it to your mom and dad, I definitely, or your teacher, I wouldn't be saying it to each other. So where are my leaders? Who's on student council? Okay. If you're in student council, why don't you come stand next to me? Okay? Or anyone who's been on student council, come stand up here with me. And who really thinks they're a really good leader? If you're a really good leader, raise your hand. Okay? If you think you're a really good leader, then you stand up here today with me too. Not all of you. So I need a favor today. I need my leaders to be leaders. Okay? Leader is not a part-time job. Leaders, Laker leaders are very important people. Okay? Some people are saying something that they shouldn't be saying. What are the things you can say to them?
Knock it off.
That's not the Laker way. Is that a good idea?
Please don't do that. Think positive. Stop that. Stop.
Okay. So what's really important today is that when you hear things, not just about what a high school kid did yesterday, is that we all strive to be great Lakers, right? When we make bad choices, we say, hey, that's not the Laker way. Okay? So I need my leaders to be leaders today and stand up when somebody's making a bad choice and say, we don't do that here. Okay, you guys can have a seat. In closing, I want to tell you something though. It's really important. We, all my teachers and Mrs. Suki and Mary Walsh and everybody that works in our school work really hard to keep you safe. I can tell you right now, you can look at me, you're safe. How many people heard about what happened yesterday? Okay, some of you don't. But the key thing is we've worked with law enforcement. That individual's getting the help he needs. He won't be on school property. He's not going to be on school property. He won't be coming back on school property. And so the most important lesson is when you make a really, really bad choice, there's consequences. And if you're not a real good Laker, then we're going to have to talk to you. So be accountable for what you say, be responsible for what you say, and be the best Laker you can. And my leaders today, I need you to be good leaders. If you have questions because you're not sure, talk to your teachers. If your teachers have concerns, they'll send you to the office and get you some help. You can talk to somebody. Okay? But I need you Lakers working really hard to learn and be good Lakers today. Are there any questions? Any questions? Yes.
What did he say? Like, was it something like to himself or like?
Yeah, he was going to hurt himself. And he talked about hurting others, but he didn't say anything about who he was going to hurt. Who's been super frustrated? I've been super frustrated. Who said something that they shouldn't have said because they were frustrated before? Yeah. So, you know what? Somebody was super frustrated, said something they really shouldn't have said, and unfortunately, they said things you're not allowed to say, and they're being held accountable. Okay? But there's no reason for you to think you're unsafe, because this individual's not even here, not going to be here, won't be here. So you need to go back to focus on learning. Yes, ma'am. Well, he's a young child, so they don't necessarily go to jail, but they go to detention centers and they get help. The most important thing I would say to you is, you know what? This poor person made some bad choices, and you know what? I feel very terrible for him. I'm a believer, so I'm going to pray that he gets the help he needs. Because at the end of the day, guess what? He's a human being just like you and me. He's in a tough place right now. Our job as Lakers, when somebody's in a tough place, is we help them. He'll be held accountable and he'll have to serve his penalty, but at the end of the day, he's a young man. He's in a tough spot. And our job right now is to give him the help that he needs. So leaders, be good leaders today. Who's a Laker? Be the best Laker you can be today. Head back to class and have a great day. Go Lakers.